Hmm. Good morning. In last class, we discussed the topics effect of force, balanced force, unbalanced force, laws of motion. In laws of motion, we taught only the first law of motion. Now, today I am going to discuss the topics mass and inertia, momentum, momentum and mass, and some numericals. So, I am starting mass and inertia. So, what is mass? The matter contained in the body is called mass, and the relationship between mass and inertia what is inertia? In previous class we discussed that the property by virtue of which a body want to resist its position. If it is in rest, it want to remain in rest until any external force is not applied, and if a body is in motion, it want to remain in motion until any external force is not applied. So, if a body has less mass, then it is easier to stop it by applying force, and if a body is of large mass, then it is not easy to stop or give motion. Such as I want to give one example, that truck is in rest and a toy car is in rest. To give motion on which we have to apply more force, the answer is easy, that more force we have to apply on a truck. So, inertia of truck is more. So, whose mass is more, its inertia is also more. I am writing here one question. There are two bodies, one of 6 kg, another of 40 kg, which has more inertia. Answer is 40 kg body has more inertia. So, mass is a measurement of inertia. The second topic which I am going to discuss here, momentum. Momentum is the power of motion of an object, or in other word I want to say that total quantity of motion is called momentum. If for example I throw a body of mass 50 kg with some velocity, with velocity 1 meter per second, it will not hurt so as if a bullet of some gram shooted by the gun, then it will hurt more. It means there are two things which produce the quantity of motion. One is mass, two quantities, one mass, second is velocity. The product of these two gives the measurement of momentum. The product of mass and velocity gives the measurement of momentum. So momentum is denoted by P. P is equal to mass into velocity, or mv, unit of momentum, kilogram meter per second. It is a vector quantity. Unit of momentum. Now some numerical problems based on momentum. First, what will be the momentum? I am writing here the question. What will be the momentum of a stone having mass 10 kg when it is thrown with a velocity of 2 meter per second. So answer, first we will write the formula. We want to find the momentum denoted by P. P is equal to mv. Here m is equal to 10 kg and v is equal to 2 meter per second. So 10 into 2, you will get 20 kilogram meter per second. Question 2. The mass of a goods train is 4000 kg and mass of another passenger train is 20,000 kg, where if both are moving with same speed, which will have more momentum. So first we will Thus we will find the formula momentum V is equal to mv. V is same for both, so it is clear that whose mass is more, it will have more momentum. So momentum of passenger train is more. Momentum of passenger train is more because it has more mass. Now second law of motion. Second law of motion find the quantity of force. It's a statement. I am writing here the statement: rate of change of momentum of an object is proportional to applied unbalanced force. In the direction momentum and force are same. Now I am deriving here the mathematical expression. Mathematical expression. Let mass of object is equal to m kg, initial velocity is equal to u, final velocity is equal to v. On applying force F, then change in momentum for time t, and change in momentum final momentum delta p. Delta is used for change. Final momentum minus initial momentum. Final momentum will be mass into velocity, mv minus mu, so it will be m v minus u. Rate of change of momentum delta p upon T, it will be mv minus u by T, and we know that v minus u upon T is equal to acceleration. A, so m acceleration, so here we can write m acceleration and it is force. So rate of change of momentum directly proportional to force. What is 1 Newton force? We know F is equal to ma. If m is equal to 1 kg and a is equal to 1 meter per second square, unit of acceleration is meter per second square, so F will be 1 Newton. So 1 Newton is that force. If we apply this force 1 Newton on a mass of body 1 kg and it accelerates by 1 meter per second square. I am saying again, if we apply a force of 1 Newton, if we apply a force, any force on a body of mass 1 kg and it produces an acceleration on that body 1 meter per second square, then force applied will be 1 Newton. I am writing also on applying some force on a body of mass 1 kg, it accelerates it by 1 meter per second square, then force will be 1 Newton. Question?